Welcome to Antiques Academy, Tennessee, where learning history can be fun. Students learn history through the research of collectible and antique items. This is lovely, but what is it? Today's mystery item appears to be a dipper of some sort. Found in Florida in an antiques mall. It was such a curiosity. I had to get it because it just shouted artistic quality, and I love bronze antique items. This object appears to be made of bronze. It has a hook on one end. Do you hang this when not in use? It has a hinged lid that does not lock. It is black inside the well. The decorated tubular handle is hollow. For what purpose is the handle hollow and open for view when the lid is up but is covered when the lid is closed? It stands on 3 attached bronze feet. By the way, it is easier to make a level table with 3 feet than with 4. Is this a water dipper?
No, Ava. This is an antique Japanese yatate that was used, initially by samurai warriors, to hold a cotton or silk sponge filled with ink. The tubular handle was designed to store the bamboo writing or drawing brush when not in use. Specifically, internet sources describe this item as a bronze Japanese inkwell and brush holder from 1868 to 1912, but probably dates to about 1875 era. I did not see any maker's marks on this example. This is a particularly beautiful one in that some of the leaves and high points appear to have been gilded to emphasize its artistic form. Yes, it appears to be solid bronze and is heavy and solidly made. The inside of the pot has a black patina and is probably indicative of prior use.
I would be interested in knowing more about the history of the Yatate, especially if someone knows how to date them or how to identify the artist that made the item. According to sources on the internet, the Yatate has been around since the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333. It contains a traditional Japanese bamboo brush and an ink pot filled with cotton or silk which holds liquid sumi ink. Yatate literally means arrow stand, since they were originally used by the samurai. But I am sure there is more to the history.
Yes, there is an excellent article thanks to Russ Stutler. Visit his report at newpintrace.net. In summary, some of the high points of his article are as follows. The Japanese traditional way of writing is with a brush, called a food, and ink, called sumi. Before the invention of the yatate, whenever anyone wanted to write or draw in ink, he had to make his own ink by grinding the ink stick in water on the grinding stone called a suzuri. This method has been used for many centuries and is still being used today, but was not very convenient for samurai. Then sometime during the Kamakura era, which dates between 1185 to 1333, someone came up with the clever idea of saturating a piece of cotton in liquid ink. In this manner, the writing materials could be carried about in a simple container without any worry of spills. The dipper shape, as seen here, was developed in the Edo era between 1603 and 1867. This new shape allowed for a larger compartment for the ink-soaked cotton, or silk. The new design had a tube-like container for the brush and a hinged lid to cover the ink pot. Originally used by samurai, the yatate became popular with merchants, scholars, and the common folk. Here is a wood block print by Suzuki Haruma showing an individual with the dipper-shaped yatate. According to the article, these items had a hook on one end because they were hung from the owner's kimono waist sash, called an obi. The yatate was part of daily life. As an observation, due to this item's size and weight and the fact that the hinged door does not lock closed, it is hard to imagine wearing this suspended from one's belt without ink from the cotton ball leaking out onto one's garments. The author states, since only the samurai were allowed to carry swords, it is said that many men preferred a big, heavy yatate in case they needed a handy weapon. The dipper shape was used for centuries with many craftsmen making them in various designs. They are collectible antiques. You can find them with a variety of embellishments including overlays or inlays of materials including mother of pearl, ivory, iron, porcelain, copper, brass, silver, and gold. As a side note, you might find an example called maki. This is gold sprinkled into urushi lacquer. Even though the fountain pen was invented in the early 20th century, the yatate remains popular with artists as well as brush calligraphers, because the artistic effect is unparalleled. This yatate has stood the test of time. It has been widely used as the only portable writing system in Japan for over 700 years. Please subscribe and let me know your comments in the space below. This is a learning experience, and I look forward to your input or questions. Please contact us if you have an heirloom you need help investigating. As an antiques detective, treasure hunter, and collector, we can't keep everything. See the link below and follow us on eBay. Our web store is antiquesacademytn.com.